can see the track on screen. 1,547 metres. The track was built in 1994, hosting the 1999 European Intercontinental 100cc Championships. That race won by Stefano Fabi for the Swiss Hutlers team. No, it was the Top Car team. Went to Swiss Hutlers the year after, did Stefano. 2003, the Formula 8 World Championships, the New Zealander Wade Cunningham won. The 2012 KZ1 World Cup, won by Bas Lemmers for the Praga team. We'll speak about Bas during the KZ2 final. In 2014, the KZ1 World Championships, won by the Tony Kart driver Marco Ardigo, who will start on the front row of the grid for the KZ2 final. The OK karts are being wheeled out onto the circuit for this spectacular final event. 270 drivers from 43 nations, every populated continent on Earth, here for the final event of this spectacular series. The track 1,547 metres. The original circuit length was just on 900 metres. And the far right of your screen, the red part of the circuit, yes, it's getting longer even still. Work underway here at Sarno, Circuito Internazionale Napoli, to extend the circuit mainly for the use of motorcycle and car racing. Small capacity car racing, we should point out, to extend the track up to around about 2 kilometres. It's one of the fastest tracks on the calendar, along with Portimao and Zuera. Top speed for KZ2 of a good genuine 100 miles an hour for our friends in the United Kingdom and America. And that's just over 160 k's an hour for most of the rest of us. Okay, they'll touch around 132, 133 kilometres an hour in a few moments' time when they decide this, the final race, and the title here this afternoon. The championship is being led as you look at this magnificent complex built by Mr. Beppe Sorrentino, Circuito Internazionale Napoli, Mr. Rosario Sorrentino, to help us with the podium presentations. He just did that a few moments ago. There is the grid. And whilst other forms of motorsport discard grid girls, we celebrate them here in Naples. Hannes Janka, the German, to the left of your screen, he's trying his best not to be distracted by them because the title is here to decide. The German starts on pole position. He's 258 points, second in the series, behind Niklas Nielsen, who we'll see in just a moment. Hannes Janka has been in awesome form all season. He won the season opener in Adria. He was on the podium 7 days ago. He dominated the pre-final this morning. The TB Motorsport entry, the Parilla-powered Kart Republic, starts out of pole, won by nearly 3 seconds. Niklas Nielsen just took the checkered flag ahead of David Vidalis in his pre-final. Good enough for front row start for the KSM Schumacher team. I believe that team owner Ralph is here this weekend, who I haven't personally seen. If you are here, Ralph, good afternoon to you. Your boy leads the title, 295 points to 258 to Hannes Janka. There is Noah Millel knocking on the door of a major victory here this afternoon. He starts out of grid number 3, second row of the grid, but it's the inside line. All important because it's a very quick start down into turn number 1. It's all green, second row of the grid, so Tony Karts, 3 of them in the first 4. That is dynamite. David Vidalis, the twice vice world champion. He's the reigning vice world champion, finishing second in England last year. That is the 2016 world champion, Pedro Hilbrand. His mechanic, Peto Nieves, also from Spain, the 2 Spaniards. Pedro always makes awesome starts. He dominated 2016. Last year with the green team, back with CRG. May well win here this afternoon. That was Luigi Coluccio, 207 for Birol Art. As the karts are pushed into life, fastest qualifier at La Conca. Had a good run in the pre-final. Wasn't outside the top 4 in the heats. The dark horse for victory here this afternoon. There are 34 karts on the grid. This is the final of the WSK Supermaster Series here at the foot of that volcano, Mount Vesuvius. The action is about to erupt right here on circuit. Hannes Janka, Nicholas Nielsen, the front row of the grid. Milel, Vidalis, Hiltbrand, Coluccio, Lorenzo Travisanuto, the reigning junior world champion, Dexter Patterson, Moraine Kramer's in the second Birol Art, and alongside him, the reigning junior European champion, Johnny Edgar. Timon van der Helm won a heat last night, also for KSM. Harry Thompson, Van Berlo, Starnek. Christopher Lullum has been in good form here this weekend. Starts alongside Kasparis Vasquez, Javier Sagrera from Spain, and then the Zane train. Maloney, who won at La Conca, he was derailed last week, but the Zane train is back on track. The Bayesian from the Bushy Park circuit in Barbados in the Caribbean, comfortably inside the top three, but didn't have a good run in the pre-final. Has to start further back on the grid, grid number 18 though, in the 227 Ricky Flynn Motorsport FA kart. "34 of the world's best kart racing drivers here this afternoon. Hannes Janka. Yes, his kart looks like something out of Knight Rider, the 80s American TV show, but it's got the speed to match kit also. 236, the German TB Motorsport team down in Tibet, Italy. He is the pole sitter. Nicholas Nielsen looking for his third weekend of victories. He won at Mugello in the Ferrari Challenge 2 weeks ago. He won right here 7 days ago, the penultimate round of the series, and he starts on grid 2 this afternoon. All green, second row of the grid, the factory Tony Kart entries of Noah Milel and David Vidalis. Stand by for a start. The action at the foot of Vesuvius is about to erupt. In 1 lap's time. This is not the start. Our race director, Mr. Alessandro Ferrari, sends them round one more time. 17 laps, just over 25 kilometres the distance here. Hannes Janka has been in awesome form. TB Motorsport using the Kart Republic chassis, powered by the Perilla. Vortex engine, second, third, fourth on the grid. TM with Pedro Hiltbrand. TM also with Coluccio. Another KR kart, that's Travisanuto, grid number 7. The Perilla-powered Kart Republic chassis, of course, Lorenzo was the 2016 WSK Supermaster Series champion, alongside the reigning junior world champion, the wee lad from Glasgow in Scotland. That be Dexter Patterson. In good form this weekend is young Dexter, the 222 Forza Racing entry. We try once again, ready for a start. The final round of the series. The German, the Dane, the front row of the grid. And we go green. Nielsen tries the outside line. He holds it high, and he may just do it. Nitro Nicholas Nielsen, wheel to wheel, but he'll lose out. Down into turn number 1, he takes the high line. He still hangs in there, but now loses a ton of time. One of the CRGs that may well have been Javier Sagrera goes out wide into the grass. Hannes Janka is the race leader. Look at the green karts hunting him down second, third, and fifth. A great start as ever by Lorenzo Travisanuto. Hannes Janka leads for the first time. Noah Milel into position number 3. David Vidalis, the Spaniard, has made a great start to lead his teammate. Nielsen from the outside of the front row of the grid. He played his cards, he played poker off the start, and he lost. From grid 2, he's back in position number 5. They come across the line, 16 to go. The opening lap of the final. We've got a clean start. All 34 runners still circulating here in Naples. Hannes from Derby there, Noah in P3. Then it's Travisanuto, Nielsen, MK. What about Kramers in the 212 Birol Art? And Harry Thompson up to 7th, ahead of Coluccio, Thymen van der Helm. Hilbrand, he's lost out off the start. In fact, his was the CRG that ran into the grass. The 2016 world champion back in position number 10. Hannes Janka lowers the blind on the radiator, now letting maximum airflow go into that radiator, feeding that Perilla engine. The German looking to walk away with this one if he can. But the Tony Karts are banked up behind him. You just got a glimpse of Leonardo Marceglia. Unfortunately, the Italian is the first retirement, along with the driver from Buenos Aires in Argentina, Franco Colapinto. We're down to 32. Hannes Janka, 4/10 of a second, as Johnny Edgar back in position number 15 sets the fastest lap of the race. We'll speak about him in a few moments' time. Hannes Janka, 4/10 over the green karts. They're now 2nd, 3rd and 4th. Nielsen has got through on Travisanuto, as has Kramers. The Birol Arts trying to muscle up, beat up the 2016 WSK Supermaster Series champion from Pordenone in Italy. That is Lorenzo Travisanuto. Zane Maloney trying to make the move on Dexter Patterson, who's lost out off the start. The 222 Forza Racing from Scotland. Just speaking about his teammate very briefly, Johnny Edgar, the reigning junior European champion in 223, up into 13th spot ahead of Maloney. Johnny is ill. He hasn't eaten since Thursday. He did his qualifying time on Friday night, almost fainted coming out of the kart. There is a virus circulating, or there was earlier in the week, among many of the drivers and teams. Johnny Edgar, several times he's had to, and forgive me for saying this, had to vomit violently, along with Dilano Vantov, one of the junior drivers. He hasn't eaten since Thursday. He is feeling very weak. But Johnny Edgar now into 13th. Remember, he is a Red Bull junior driver. Guess for yourself what he's been feeding himself on to try and get the energy to endure this 17-lap final. Edgar up into 13th ahead of Maloney, Michelotto, Lullen. Patterson's fallen now back to 17th. His Forza Racing teammate. So we go back to the front of fastest lap for Hannes Janka. 57.7, he's put 2/10 of a second over the green kart, 2nd, 3rd and 4th. Vidalis, Milel and Nielsen. If it were to finish right there and then, Hannes Janka would take the title by 3 points over Nielsen. 338, there you can see, to 335. Nielsen needs to move up 1, possibly 2 more places to take the title. I'd suggest he will do that. He's got the speed this weekend. His teammate, Thymen van der Helm, last year's Rotax Max Green Finals Junior Challenge winner. Thymen from just outside The Hague in Holland, won that title in Portimao last year. He won a heat yesterday. He's currently in P9. He's just at the fastest first sector of the entire race, and he's now ahead of the 2016 world champion, Pedro Hilbrand. He comes across the line. Then it was Stanek, Ben Burlow, Edgar Maloney, Lullen, Michelotto, Patterson, Vasquez, Bizzotto, and Javier Sagrera rounds out the 20 ahead of his Spanish CRG teammate, Kilian Mayer. The Tony Kart starting to get a little bit ragged now through turns number 5 and 6. Hannes Janka, the gap is 1 second. Pedro Hilbrand in 10th. Now he's got the fastest lap of the race of 57.646. But he's back in position number 10, surrounded by world-class drivers. There is the race leader. He won at Adria. He was on the podium last week. He leads the series by just 3 points. Hannes Janka for TB Motorsport. We wait. Then it's David Vidalis. Noah Milel in P3. The factory Tony Karts. Will they help out the KSM Schumacher team driver of Nicholas Nielsen? Well, possibly. It's not the same team, but they do work very closely together. But the problem is Nielsen is losing time to them. Kramer's up into position number 5. The Dutchman who qualified fastest at the opening round of the series in Adria. He's ahead of Travisanuto, and then his Birol Art teammate Coluccio. Thompson 8th, Hilbrand has got past Tymon van der Helm into position 9. Tymon in 10th ahead of Stanek. Van Berlo. And then the beige and the coolest kid from the Caribbean, Zane Maloney. Hannes Janka on screen. See his left foot to press aggressively the brake pedal. The gap, 1.4 seconds over Vitalis, I should say. That was 2:01, Nielsen, championship contender. Tymon van der Helm has repassed Hilbrand. They go up the back straight. There they are, disappearing out of shot. The green machines in pursuit of Hannes Janka. He is disappearing up the road. Half race distance, halfway through this very lap. A class act. Hannes Janka would take the title by 3 points. There it's Vidalis, Milel, Nielsen, Kramers, Travis Nuto. That was Hilbrand going through. Coluccio, van der Helm, the rest of the field. Michelotto Patterson in 16th spot ahead of the Lithuanian Kasparas Vaskelis. Hannes Janka, we can't see anyone stopping him. We have to wait for Vidalis and Milel, the factory Vortex-powered Tony karts in pursuit. And they are dropping off Nicholas Nielsen. Some comfort for the Dane is Kramers is now exactly 1 second behind him. There is the Birilat. He's got his own problems. Breathing down his neck is Lorenzo Travisanuto, who goes down the inside at the top of your screen. Coluccio tries to follow him through as well. That will help out Nielsen, albeit only just. Nielsen must move up one more place to at least take the title. It would be his 8th WSK title if he can win this afternoon, but Hannes Janka from Germany looks unstoppable. There is the race leader. There is the provisional series leader from Germany, driving the Perilla-powered Kart Republic. We go back to Vidalis. Driving as hard as he possibly can is the Spaniard, then the Swede, then the Dane, then the Dutchman, Marijn Kramers, just coming into view now. Goes into turn number 1, head of Hilbrand, who's up to 6, Coluccio, Travisanuto, Tymon van der Helm and Glenn van Berlo. 3 Dutchmen inside the top 10. Glenn, the third of which, with 7 laps remaining at the end of this one. The gap 2.6 seconds from Hannes Janka back to Vidalis. And while he goes through, the Panther Fuels hairpin down the Vega tyres back straight. Unfortunately for everybody watching on live over at the Bushy Park circuit in Barbados, the Caribbean, the Zane train has been derailed. Unfortunately, the coolest kid in the Caribbean, Maloney, joins Jacopo Genno and Franco Colapinto as retirements in this race. Bad luck for the LeConca winner, who has performed superbly throughout the entire series. 2.7 seconds. Look at it. It's almost the length of the back straight. Milel now losing touch from Vidalis. Can't quite get the benefit of the slipstream for the young Spaniard. Runner-up to Victor Martins, the 2016 Junior World Championships in Bahrain. Runner-up last year to Denny Curl, who's making his WSK debut here at Sano this weekend. At the PFI circuit last year, the World Championships. There is the virtual title to the bottom left of your screen. As the warning flag goes out for Dexter Patterson, fighting with Kasparas Vaskelis and Javier Sagrera. Vidalis also competing in a 24-hour race over in Dubai earlier on in the year with none other than Fernando Alonso to try and keep himself fit. Fernando doing the same thing. Vidalis in 2nd spot. He doesn't want to get used to position number 2 too often. Looks behind him. The green karts come streaming up the back straight, gently on the brakes. They're running out of time. Hannes Janka would still take the title here this afternoon. Massive grip out of this Kart Republic chassis. Superb speed from the German. Wow, is he a quick peddler as well. has not put a Bridgestone tyre out of place. There is Vidalis, there is Millell, there is Nielsen. Still 3:38 to 3:35. Millell would finish third in the series. He would finish third on the road as well. It would place Vidalis seventh in the series. Coluccio still holding seventh on the road ahead of Travisanuto. Behind Hilbrand. Kramer's a fine job in P5 in the first of the Birol Art Karts. 132 k's an hour for these OK karts as they bounce off the 16,000 RPM rev limiter at the end of the back straight here at Naples. 1.5 kilometres is one lap of this Sarno circuit. Back in the day, there were Formula One Grand Prix circuits that had a greater length. Go back to the 1960s, look it up, prove me wrong. This is a super quick, enormous kart racing circuit that produces fantastic racing, an average speed of just under 97 kilometres an hour for these OK direct drive 125cc karts. There's Hannes Janka. A wiggle on the wheel, goes through turn number one, the gap 3.4 seconds. Look at the lead back to Vidalis. Millell in second, Nielsen still in fourth. Just losing a little bit of time to Pedro Hilbrand, the 2016 world champion, now up into P5. Kramers has dropped back to seventh. Behind his Birol Art teammate, Luigi Coluccio, up into sixth on the road. This weekend we started with 75 drivers in the OK direct drive class. A long way from the dying days of the KF class. As Leonardo Bizzotto, the Italian from Padova in northern Italy, driving for the KSM team, retires at the exit of turn number 8. 3 laps now to go for the German. Look at the lead. The length of the start-finish straight. Here come the green machines. Surely they cannot catch him. In a sportsman-like fashion, they're probably wishing the worst on the German. Vidalis from Spain looks behind to the driver from Sweden. There is the Dane Nitro Nicholas. First at Mugello 2 weeks ago in the opening round of the European Ferrari Challenge, driving his super impressive 488 Ferrari. Actually got the chance to race or drive, I should say, a Ferrari FXX 1000 horsepower supercar earlier on in the season, did Nicholas. He gave them a driving lesson at Mugello basically a few weeks ago. He won this race last weekend. He needs to move up one place. He's not on the podium and he's second in the series. Just repeating, Hannes Janka would take the title by 3 points if it were to finish right now. 2 laps now to go. 3 kilometres for the German. The green karts come streaming across the line. That is Pedro Hilbrand, Coluccio, Travisanuto, Kramers. Then we go back to Matteo Michelotto. Harry Thompson rounds out the 10. Gustafsson Edgar still driving valiantly. He will need medical attention at the end of this race, have no doubt. The 4th generation kart racer from the Lakes District in England, in agony. He is not well, but how gutsy is the young Englishman to still circulate in quite warm conditions. It's up in the high 20s, 27 degrees in fact. The temperature on the asphalt, according to Rosario Squieri of Bridgestone, almost 40 degrees Celsius. Johnny, the Englishman Edgar, the reigning junior European champion, in position 17, driving as best as he possibly can, as Hannes Janka takes the last lap board. There is the Dane Nielsen in position 4. Thompson comes onto the straight. This is the final lap. Nielsen needs a miracle. He needs the German to stop. He needs the German to crash. That is very unlikely. He will take the title by 3 points. Nielsen needs to move up a spot. Will the Tony Kart teammates pull over and let him through? Give him that space that he needs to. They want the podium for themselves. Hannes looks behind, says, "Where are you, boys? Come and get me. I am destroying you this afternoon." The German, the final few corners, TP Motorsport,
from Germany, the Perilla-powered Kart Republic. He rounds the final corner. The checkered flag comes out. He wins the final round of the Supermaster Series. He's ecstatic. Vidales across the line in second, Millel third, Nielsen P4. Hannes Janka has won the title by 3 points here this afternoon in Naples. There is the new champion. Fantastic to see. Congratulated by Nicholas Nielsen. A true professional is the 21-year-old Dane. He gave it absolutely everything, a class act. But no one could stop Hannes Janka here this weekend. He is the new WSK Supermaster Series champion for 2018. The title goes to Germany. David Vidales again finishes second, the twice vice world champion. Finishes one spot ahead of his Tony Kart teammate Noah Millel. Fourth place, he needed one more position, but congratulations for a fine championship to Nitro Nicholas Nielsen, finishing in P4, one spot ahead of the 2016 world champion, Pedro Hiltbrand. Just sensational here this afternoon. Hannes Janka, he is the new champion, the driver from Germany, the team from Germany, TB Motorsport. Hannes Janka, the Perilla-powered Kart Republic, assisted by the legendary Dino Chiesa, have taken the title here this afternoon. Another title for the Kart Republic chassis after Lorenzo Travisanuto, who did finish in 7th in this race, took out the Florida Winter Tour just a month or two back, over on the other side of the Atlantic Ocean. Hannes Janka, congratulations to the German. He wins the race, he wins the title. Vidales second, Millel third here at Naples. Stay with us on WSK.IT. The podium presentation in just a moment.
Changes.
The podium presentation for both the race and the series here on the start-finish line at Circuito Internazionale Napoli. The drivers making their way down to the podium. Of course, after this, the KZ2 final to decide the title. A new champion for 2018. We will do the podium, proceed with the podium for the race and then for the championship itself here at Naples. Circuito Internazionale, host of the second and fourth rounds of the Supermaster Series for 2018. The Bridgestone caps go on the drivers' heads. There are 3 green race suits down here and there's one black one. It'll stand with its German driver on the top step of the podium in just a moment. About to get underway with the podium presentations for a fantastic OK race here. The final round of the Supermaster Series. From Sweden, driving for the Tony Kart Racing Team in 3rd place, it's Noah Milell. From Spain, also driving for the Tony Kart Racing Team in 2nd place, Dynamite David Vidalis. The winner of the first round of the series back in Adria, the winner of the final round of the series from Germany for TB Motorsport, Hannes Janka. Mr. Rosario Sorrentino dal Circuito Internazionale Napoli to present the 3rd place trophy to Noah Milell of Sweden. Rosario Sorrentino also to present the 2nd place trophy to 2nd place David Vidalis of Spain. The winner of the first round of the series, the winner of the final round from Germany, Hannes Janka. As we stand by for the national anthem of Germany. The podium for the final race of the series. 3rd place, Noah Milell. 2nd place, David Vidalis. And the race winner, his 2nd time in the series, Hannes Janka. In a few moments, we will ask Nicholas Nielsen to join us also, because we will proceed with the podium presentation for 3rd, 2nd and 1st in the series as well here at Naples. podium for the final race, the final round of the Supermaster Series here at Circuito Internazionale Napoli. Congratulations to David Vidalis. Thank you for joining us, David. We ask Hannes and Noah to stay with us as we conduct the podium presentation also for the Supermaster Series here this afternoon. Once again, Mr. Sorrentino will present the trophies. So he was just up on the podium. He has driven brilliantly. All weekend, the Tony Kart team, there's 3 of them down here. Of course, Nicholas driving for the KSM Schumacher team. David and Noah for the official Tony Kart racing team. Gave it absolutely everything, not only here, but throughout all 4 rounds of the series, almost 5 if we count the snow cancelled event at Lonato. The replay of that second round of the series just 7 days ago here at Sarno. A beautiful afternoon, of course, the KZ2 final at the conclusion of this podium presentation for the WSK Supermaster Series for 2018. So we are ready to proceed with the podium presentation for the series. A brilliant race today, and that elevates him to 3rd place in the series from Sweden. The Tony Kart Racing team, once again, Noah Milell. A class act is the Dane. He won here 7 days ago. He finishes 2nd by just 3 points. For KSM Schumacher Racing, 2nd in the series, Nitro Nicholas Nielsen. He was on the podium a week ago in 3rd place. He won the opener at Adria and he dominated the final here this afternoon. The new WSK Supermaster Series champion from Germany, Hannes Janka! Mr. Rosario Sorrentino to present the trophies to the 3 drivers. In 3rd place in the series, it's Noah Milell. 2nd place in the 2018 series, Nicholas Nielsen. The new champion for 2018 from Germany, Hannes Janka. We heard it for the race, we now hear it for the series. Once again, the national anthem of Germany. Our podium for the series will step in for a quick word if we can. Firstly, in 3rd place, congratulations, Noah Milell. A brilliant drive here this afternoon and 3rd in the series. Congratulations.
Thank you. It's been a pretty good week, and I want to say thank you to Tony Kart Racing team and everyone who supported me, and big congratulations to Hannes.
Thank you and congratulations, Noah. Nicholas Nielsen, a class act, your 3rd podium in 3 weeks. Unfortunately, you just missed the title by 3 points, but congratulations on a brilliant 2018 series.
Yeah, a little bit of a shame to be missing out on the victory, on the championship only by 3 points, but I think we did everything we could the whole weekend. We struggled already from some of the qualifying heats regarding tires, and yeah, I tried to make it stick around the outside in the 1st corner here in the final, and didn't really work. Same for turn 1. Then I got the chance to catch the Tony Kart boys in front, but didn't really make it. So after all, yeah, I did everything I could, and we got the maximum out of it. So I think we can be really happy with P2, but yeah, we aimed for 1 higher, but we will try to do it in another championship then. So in the end, I just want to thank all the guys who's been working really hard the whole weekend and the whole championship to make this happen. So thanks to KSM Motorsport.
Congratulations, class act, a true professional, Nicholas Nielsen. Hannes Janka from Germany, quite simply, mate, the microphone is yours. Congratulations.
Yeah, first of all, I want to thank everybody from TP Motorsport and from KR. It was fantastic material. I think the whole weekend was just amazing. The final was pretty easy, to be honest. Just managed to get a good start and then did my laps. Yeah, the material is amazing. Really big thanks to our mechanic as well, Tomas. Fantastic job. I'm really happy now.
Congratulations, Hannes. This is the podium for the 2018 series. Third place, Noah Millel. Second place, Nicholas Nielsen. The new champion from Germany, Hannes Janka. The KZ2 final in just a moment.